Hello everybody and welcome back to Edgewater, Saskatchewan in sunny Canada today. The snow's still here, but it's stopped and it's been raining quite a lot and now the sun's out. So I'm kind of hopeful during this episode, in fact let's make the time a little bit faster. During this episode it will disappear like it tends to do, just completely vanish. I'm hopeful. Feels actually showing as ready to harvest as well. So if I jump to this view, this one here ready to harvest, this one here ready to harvest. Now I don't know if they're fully grown or kind of part grown. In fact I'll jump to the case and we'll go have a look. The problem is it's still very snowy, so you can't really tell. I don't know, I have no idea. I would say if I could see the tips like we could do before, then it would be fully ready. But we can't even see the tips of this bit of grass anymore. I think it did actually snow a little bit more before the rain came. So it's got even deeper again. Absolutely ridiculous. So I have no idea if this is ready to go. But we're now in April. I did skip an additional month just because there wasn't anything worth doing to create an episode. So I have skipped an extra month. It's made up for one episode where I didn't skip it a month at all, so we're back, we're balanced again in theory. But yeah, we just need this snow to disappear, absolutely. I have sold some more pigs in the meantime. I didn't record it, but in the last month I sold some more. Not that you would know it, because if I go to the pigs, they've had more. So I've sold another 16. And there's still over 50 in there. But they're all low value now, look, so they're all just kind of the young ones that are left over. But honestly, they just keep breeding all the time. But it looks like for a minute they're kind of settled. No one's due to give birth anytime soon. We've also gained some sheep as well, look. Nice, we must have just gained them last month actually, because we have now got 24 sheep. Ideal. Now, while I'm here, I just want to have a look and see how this is getting on. Yeah, so it's taken more bales. I don't know how it's ended up with one floating like that. It's a bit bizarre. And it has generated even more fabric. So let's just get on that first of all. Add it to our piles, just to make sure we don't run out of room. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. Try and do what I did last time, but the snow is going to make that a bit difficult. Snow's going to make it really difficult. Yep. Well, I'll get there. I will get there in a minute. Shorten these up. I'll just kind of round them all into a pile from one end and then stack them up a bit neater, if I can do it. We're very much near the end now. What did I say this was? 47. I think that's the right episode. It wouldn't surprise me if it's not episode 47, because it is me with my goldfish memory. But we're pretty much there, you know. This fabric, I'm sure it was May, so next month we're going to be selling this fabric. As it stands, quite a bit of money's worth there. Quite a bit of money's worth. We've also still got the soybean. It's probably grown some more soybean as well, I would have thought. When I say grown, obviously through the open air greenhouse. But yeah, I would imagine we have more of that as well. Probably some maple syrup, because that tends to produce quite quickly, and that's always worth good money. So I think the majority of the money we're going to make now, end of season money, is going to be from the product. We're not going to get a great deal back from selling the farm. The fields are relatively cheap. The equipment, as we know, is not really worth a great deal at all. So yeah, we're reliant on what we've been producing, which has been good. Oh, I need to get in that bit straighter, don't I? Now, what I will say is as well, I just very quickly, before I hit record, check the shop, and it's taken the mick. Look. What is it doing this stuff to us? This is what we want in the next series, and you can damn well guarantee that that will not appear in the shop in the next series. But that is exactly what I want. Something like that. Definitely. What a beast that is. and it's got 42% discount. You guarantee that will not be in the next one. And even that, we're going to be running the big harvesters. We're going to be running these sort of headers. Definitely. It's appeared in the shop with 57% discount. I mean, honestly. In fact, I think that's probably the best header in the game because it has its own kind of trailer. Yeah, it's typical. Honestly, typical. But I did say... Oh, look, I spent so long now. Look, another pallet spawned. But I did say I wasn't going to buy anything and take it with us. I wanted to start from scratch, so I will stick to that. That'll add to the... Really? That'll add to the challenge in the next episode. Right, clearly I need to be faster at doing this. Come on, little John Deere, you can do it. No, you can't do it. Oh no, this is turning into a disaster. Oh, that's quite handy though, isn't it? Like I said before, this isn't a bad problem to have, but it is quite irritating. It keeps spawning more pallets. Right, can I just gently shove these over? It worked last time. Yep, that kind of works, doesn't it? Would it spawn more? No. Typical. Now that I've done it, now that I've moved them all, it's not spawning anymore anyway. Right, we'll get these chucked over the side there as well. I'll just do that real quick. I'll take it off camera. Okay. That will do. Amazing. 20 pallets of fabric. 20 pallets of fabric. Let's remind myself, I'm sure they're like 11 grand a pallet. When we sell them at the right time, that is, of course, which is pretty damn soon. Where is fabric in this list? There it is. 11,500. Well, I mean, it's almost there now, isn't it, really? Yeah, and we're still in April. Wow. Maybe we risk it to the next episode. It might go up a tiny bit more, but one thing's for sure, that is not going to use the rest of that straw. So we'll probably just load that onto, maybe we'll load it onto the same wagon at the same time and just sell that. It's not worth anything, if I remember. It's really not worth anything, but what is it? I mean, it's £103 per bale. Yeah, it's not much at all, is it really? Well, that ain't bad. What's it? Each of these is 8, so there's 4 grand there, I reckon. Yeah, it's about 4 grand in bales. Extra little helps. Wonderful. Snow's still not melted yet, though, is it? Bloody snow. Right. What I want to do now is actually, I should probably stop this from producing anything additional over... Oh, it's missing the materials now anyway, so that's fine. I was going to say I should probably stop it producing sunflowers and corn. We don't need it anymore. Animals are starting to go. Okay, there's 3,800 litres of maple syrup there as well. Right, let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. We'll turn all of that off. We'll leave that going just because, why not? We'll leave that going because it might generate another pallet by the next episode, maybe. And maple syrup, we'll keep that going. Okay, saves us a bit of money. This is now cleaned up, ready to sell. And we'll just need to get these. Why is that floating all of a sudden? They've never done that before, have they? Ah, the snow's gone. Woohoo! The snow is gone and the pallets haven't realised it yet. Shows you how deep the snow was though, doesn't it? Wow. Floating pallets. Okay, right, let's jump to the case. What does this grass look like? So it's funny how the snow just disappears, isn't it, out of nowhere? Yeah, so this isn't fully, is it? This is one step away. One step away, I think. Must be. That might actually change midway through this episode, actually. It's hard to tell because sometimes the maps have different textures. It actually looks the same height as all the rest of the grass. Maybe that is fully grown. I'm not sure. What does the other field look like? Let's have a little gander at that one. It's great that I placed that because now I can jump there, which is amazing. No, I don't think it's fully grown yet. No, actually that grass does look a little bit higher, doesn't it? Okay, right, back here again. I feel it's still got one more stage of growth it can go. I do. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another 16 pigs. Oh dear, if I can get in there. And just sell them. They're all young. They're all kind of not worth a great deal now. But I want to sell the animal attachment bit of it today. When I say sell it, I don't care whether I sell that or not actually, but what I want to do is customize the other part of the trailer, the bottom part, so it can have some straps, because I cannot do what I did in the last episode. It was just an absolute nightmare. It took me so long. That episode is probably 2 hours to record. Although it was all because of the snow, wasn't it, I suppose. But anyway, let's take another 16 of the most expensive cheap ones. There we go. There's 16 of them gone now. So we have still got 32 pigs in there. It's just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. They don't stop. Right, let's go. We'll take these two. Oh, come on. What am I stuck on now? We'll take these to the market. And we might as well just take this snowplow with us as well, don't we? Because we ain't going to need that anymore. So we'll sell the top part of the trailer and the snowplow. Get the customizing done so that we can have straps on the bottom bit. I'm sure that was an option. And then we can kind of freely move around the rest of the pallets a little bit easier. Load this up with that fabric. The reason I'm kind of prioritizing this trailer, by the way, is that low loader will absolutely not get into the sell point where we sell the fabric, because that's the sell point I made, and as you know, I like to make things tight and challenging, probably a bit over the top realistic, and there is no way that low loader trailer is getting into that yard. It's not going to happen. There we go. So what's that made us? 6 grand? Yeah, probably about 6 grand in those pigs there. Which again, it isn't bad, considering that's sort of pure profit. Not bad at all. We wouldn't have made that money if it wasn't for that bigger pig pen and that food mixer. Definitely. Right, let's try and get both of these into the trigger. And we'll do this without actually selling the truck, hopefully. Right, we don't want to sell that. Let's sell the snowplow. We'll repaint it and repair it for $1. I'm surprised that only needs $1 of repair work. I've used that quite a lot. Anyway, sell it. 1,799. Cool. And then the livestock module. So £2 to repair it, 218 to repaint it. We get back just over 6 grand for that. Nice. And then this one here, we want to customize it and bounce. There we go. So US style, I guess. And that's what we want to do next. Customize. Good. Okay. I only cleaned this truck like 1 or 2 episodes ago, you know. Can't believe how dirty it is already. There's no point doing anything with that seed now, and it's minimal anyway. It's probably a couple 100 litres, isn't it? We can't sell it, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be a little bit of loss, a bit like that sugar beet pallet. Let's head up and get the fabric loaded up. Job well done. Hopefully. Oh, isn't it great to have straps? Didn't realise how much I missed them. Right. There's enough straw. I just loaded the straw up because there's enough straw in here. It's still got, well, it's got nearly 45,000 litres of straw. Hopefully that'll produce us a couple more pallets of fabric maybe. I've left a bit of room there. I also think there's probably room on there to chuck the last few lettuce and tomatoes and things. The space at the front as well, to be honest, if I stacked it a bit better. And also I've only gone too deep, so in theory I could shove it all up and get more on anyway. I got the soybean on there like that, so... But yeah, not too bad. There's a lot of money on that trailer. There's a lot of money on that trailer. Right, I'm definitely certain that grass can go a little bit further, so I don't want to jump into that yet. What I could do is start to get some of the equipment down at the new field ready. I'll go this way because I don't think it'll fit across the bridge. So this will be good. Let's get that down there ready to go. If it turns any moment to that lighter shade, which I think it should do, then we'll get straight in and cut it. The sooner we get that into silos, the better. Okay, try to position that ready to go. Ideal. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just wasting time for the sake of it. You do get the brown tips on other maps, but then this map has got lots of extra features. Maybe that is fully grown, because that is a different type of grass, isn't it? I'm confused. It's annoying. It doesn't really show you which harvesting state it's in, really. But we'll leave it. We'll leave it. So, what do we reckon? Will that generate 100,000 litres of grass? Maybe. And at the minute, it still sells for, if I can find it, it's still selling at £532 per thousand at the minute. So that's still good money, isn't it? 100,000 litres of this field, which is possible. We've just made 50 grand. Nice. Okay, what else have I got to do? I think other than start to move some equipment down to the shop, ready to go, because I've forgotten already what episode I said this was. I have actually forgotten, but we might as well start moving some of this. Why not? I think after this is just 2 more episodes, which will essentially be an episode of harvesting the grass, taking the silage to the sell point, making some money, and then the final episode is just picking up the pieces, the final tidy around, and just selling whatever's left over, I guess. Yeah, it's worked out quite well. I think the timing's worked out not too bad. I still don't know what we're going to make. I still don't want to guess too much. I'm just hoping it's going to be over 1 million. Part of me thinks we just sell it while it's here. So we just sell it. It's not actually going to be very much money. But let's give it a go. The pickup's probably worth more than the harvester. Right, so we will repair it, repaint it, and sell it. 26,302. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And then the header, repaint it, repair it, and we'll sell that, which, yeah, I mean, not quite, but pretty much worth what the whole entire harvester was worth. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. Also, we just threw another 50 grand in, roughly, a bit less than 50 grand. Amazing. And I think what we could do finally is just back off some of the equipment. Oh, forgot where I was for a minute. Back up some of the equipment onto this low loader actually, and we'll just take it all down in a bulk. So we might as well get that ready to go. I need to speed the time up, don't I? Well, I should have done that already really, just to see if this grass does change. I don't know how I just got that stuck. This low loader is a nightmare, by the way. It's just got so many weird collisions on it. That was like, do you remember that Austin Powers film? Trying to turn the little cart around in the hallway. That is exactly what I was just doing. Groovy, baby. Oh, there we go. Keeps me going through the day, doesn't it? A bit of laughing at myself. Right, I'm kind of hoping that this will be able to, certainly some of it, be able to take it all down in one bulk. I'm pretty sure that I can connect this to it. It's going to look absolutely ridiculous. But it should connect. Yeah. It's not doing a bad job though, getting it onto this trailer, which is good. That might be its limit. Oh dear. I got up there, just, and I almost fell back off again. Right, come on. Yep, this needs to go in at a slight angle, just to avoid that kind of header bar, which in theory I never actually needed. That was just a waste of money, wasn't it? Right, good. Oh dear. Connect. Disconnect the right thing. There we go. Right, same again. So, I reckon I can connect the baler. Yeah, can I connect the baler? I reckon the baler and maybe the rower. The wind row. Yeah, and then the other two bits we'll have to do with the tractor. That's fine. Okay, well, doesn't quite fit, but we can make that work. Let's strap it in as many places as possible. At least that will kind of hold the equipment still, I hope. Right, that will do. Yeah, so that's fine. So I won't be able to lift it right up, but I should be able to lift it up a little bit. Good. Right, this can just stay here, because it's going to have its final few little jobs to do in the very last episode. I suppose health and safety, I should lower that, shouldn't I? There we go. Lovely. Right, that's just left. We can take them, that's fine. Pretty sure that only had 50 litres in it. Yep. So we're not exactly wasting much money by not selling that. Good. I think we're making some real progress here. For definite. Right, let's see what the grass looks like. Okay, still not quite right yet. Still not quite right. I am sure that it will grow a tiny bit more. We need to maximise it. We need to maximise it. We could be losing out on a lot of money if we don't. So let's just take this down to the shop. Burn a bit more time. Okay, so we are here. We are here. Now you could say I could have just reset that, couldn't I? Would have been easier. But I don't like to do that. I like to do it with an element of realism. So, what I'm going to do though is move that JCB. Because it's kind of in the way, isn't it? Let's stick that back over here. And also then I won't end up accidentally selling it. Because that's not ours. That was just placed in at the beginning, wasn't it? So, good. I can probably sell the low loader as well. I don't want to sell the truck though. I still need that. I've got to move that water tanker. So let's just about there. I think maybe because it's all on the low loader, it should pick up all of it. No, it didn't. Okay, right, we'll repair that anyway. Repaint it, of course. Sell that. £12,074. Nice. Let's move forward a bit more. Okay, and same again. So that there will repaint it. What's the button? There it is. And repair it for $1. I'm getting better at saying dollar. 850. Good. And the John Deere, so repaint that. repair it for $2 and sell that, 9,359. And now that's all gone, let's repaint the low loader, repair it, and sell that for not a lot. What? $3,913. Cool. Now this is desperately in need of servicing. Desperately. So we're going to have to do it either way, aren't we? Because I'm going to do it to sell it. So let's just, again, a bit like the case, we'll give it a final little treat. At least it'll have one episode of being fully repaired and fully repainted. It's still filthy though, but it's looking clean now, isn't it? Looks clean. I should get into the habit of doing this sort of stuff far more often. I'm pretty bad. I am pretty bad. But I'm changing. I'm a changed man. See how much cleaning I've done in the last few episodes. Turning over a new leaf. And we are now back. So we're gonna get this all hooked up, ready to go. But we'll just leave it there a minute. Good. What actually do we have left? Ah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we've got to sell that as well. Good job I checked. Not a lot though. Good. This is progress, isn't it? Well, I think I'm done for this episode. We are getting so close to the end now. Couple more, I think. Couple more. So next episode probably be cutting the grass, picking up the grass, sticking it into one of the silos to get the fermenting process going. And then the final episode will then be selling all of that silage at a slightly reduced price, but I'm not just going to skip time for the sake of it. And then selling the farm. What are we going to make? Are we going to make that million? Are we going to make that million? What do you think? Bearing in mind the soybeans that we've got, bearing in mind all of that fabric, and then just selling, 3 fields. I don't know. I don't know. Be interesting. Let me know what you think. I would like to. But anyway, until I speak to you in the comments, which I'm sure will be at some point soon, and until the next episode, cheers and gone.